Cat1 water leak sensor usage and debugging based on MQTT protocol. The following will be explained in 5 parts. 1. Hardware introduction and preparation. 2. Software introduction and preparation. 3. Practical operation demonstration. 4. System integration instructions. 5. Troubleshooting guide. Before configuration, let's review the working principle and data flow. The water leak sensor detects whether there is accumulated water on the ground or monitored objects through its probe or detection cable. The data is then transmitted via the Cat1 wireless network to the 4G base station. The base station further relays the data to the MQTT server. After the MQTT client successfully connects to the server, it can subscribe to the sensor's status. 1. Hardware introduction and preparation. Prior to operation, prepare the following hardware components. Our provided components: 4G water leak sensor, 4G antenna, configuration cable, detection probe or sensing cable, customer provided items, a computer, public IP and MQTT server. Connection procedure. First, connect the 4G antenna. Secure antenna to SMA connector. Orient vertically upward. Then connect the water detection probe or sensing cable. For parameter configuration, connect configuration cable, USB end to computer, for parameter configuration. Then turn on the power switch. LED indicator solid on. Ready for configuration. Configuration notes. LED should be solid or blinking. If the indicator turns off during configuration, it means the device has entered sleep mode. You can turn off the power switch. Wait 5 seconds, then turn it on again. The indicator will stay on again. Or unplug and replug the configuration cable. Before unplugging, close the software serial port first. LED blinks after reconnection. Resume configuration. 2. Software introduction and preparation. Contact support for configuration software. Open the downloaded configuration software. Find the serial port driver. Find this application and click. Keep clicking next to complete installation. The subsequent steps will not be demonstrated. The serial port can be emulated via the configuration cable. Right-click this PC. Click Manage, Device Manager, Ports, to check if the serial port driver is installed. Setting up the MQTT client. Open the MQTT client. Go to the Settings page. Navigate to the User Information Settings page. Enter the MQTT server's IP and port here. The client ID can be generated automatically by clicking the button. Set the username and password here. After configuration, click OK. Serial port selection and parameter configuration. Open the water leak configuration tool in the software. Select the serial port emulated by the configuration cable. Open the serial port. Next, configure the sensor's parameters. IP settings section. First, select the network. Here, we use the MQTT login method for demonstration. Thus, select MQTT. Then, set the MQTT server's IP and port. The MQTT server's domain name and port can also be configured. Since domain name resolution takes priority, if domain name login is not used, the domain name field must be left blank. MQTT configuration section. The publish topic can be customized. Ensure the format is correct. The subscribe topic must follow topic matching rules. Enter the username and password set earlier. The client ID can be customized. However, ensure each device's client ID is globally unique. Duplicate IDs will cause the older connection to be kicked out. Configuration complete. Sensor will transmit alarm data to configured server. General parameters. Device address can be customized. The alarm interval is user configurable as needed. Default interval 5 minutes, as specified in the protocol. Receive timeout can use default value. For MQTT protocol, no registration packet needs to be configured. The longer the heartbeat interval, the more power is saved. This is the parameter display section. Mainly shows version, number, and card number. Here is the APN configuration section. APN scenario should be filled according to the SIM card's carrier and card type. Please consult your carrier for specific names. APN username and password should be filled as required by the carrier. Configuration completed. Click right to apply. After parameter configuration, click right. Then reset. Water sensor parameters are now configured. 3. Practical operation demonstration. After setting up the MQTT client and water leak sensor, both establish a connection with the MQTT server. In the MQTT client, you can subscribe to the sensor's status. Simply enter the published topic set in the water leak sensor in the subscription interface. Click subscribe. Here, you can receive the water leak sensor's status. When no water is detected, all detection values are 1. When the sensor detects water via the detection circuit, the corresponding value changes to 0. The above instructions apply to our company's MQTT server. Customers can also connect the device to their own server. The specific method is explained in the next section. 4. System integration instructions. To connect the water leak sensor to your own MQTT server, simply set your MQTT server's IP and port in both the water leak sensor and MQTT client. After configuration, your MQTT server will receive the sensor's data and accurately distribute it to clients subscribed to the corresponding topic. The water sensor is a low-power device. It acts as client, not constantly connected to server, only connects during communication, disconnects after sending data, and enters sleep mode. The uploaded data is in JSON format. See Section 5 of the manual for protocol details. Section 5 in the Water Leak Sensors Manual. 5. Troubleshooting Guide. Sensor keeps alarming. Check if water sensing cable or probe is short-circuited. Just measure resistance between two endpoints with a multimeter. If resistance exists, check if cable is damp or damaged. Clean probe or replace cable or probe if necessary. No data from sensor for a long time. Confirm server IP and port are correct. Possible reasons: SIM card out of credit, data exhausted, or weak carrier signal. Contact our sales for assistance or local 4G coverage. Is unstable high, move device to area with stable coverage. Serial port not showing. Confirm cable is properly connected. Try different USB port or cable. Check if serial device is abnormal. If serial device is abnormal, reinstall serial port driver. The above is the complete process of using and debugging the Cat1 water leak sensor based on the MQTT protocol.